For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 13 of the Become a Legend / My Player series here on PES 2018. In the last one we entered the January transfer window. Now I didn't know at the time of recording how transfers worked in PES. So I asked you guys, and you have informed me that I can request a transfer, select a team that I'd like to go to, and then my agent will go and negotiate on my behalf. And it's not a given that that club will come in for me. Now, I'd like to stay in England if possible. There's actually a fair amount of comments saying that I should stay at Millwall for the rest of the season. Now, that is a genuine possibility because apparently there's only a finite number of times you can negotiate with another club. So I may well end up not being able to get a move and staying at Millwall for the rest of the season anyway. Now, a couple of teams that were popular in the comments section were Huddersfield and Southampton was another one that I was quite intrigued by. Where are they? Southampton. So you can see they've got a forward line of 77, but Charlie Austin, Gabbiadini and Shane Long they have currently as strikers. But another side that I was actually intrigued by was Everton. They have only Umar Niasse and Sanjo Ramirez. Obviously have Dominic Calvert-Lewin, but he's not necessarily an out-and-out centre forward. Now, I'm not as good as Niasse or Sanjo Ramirez, but I reckon I could hold my own and force a starting position out of them. So I'm gonna lean towards Everton. I'm gonna ask Everton first. Then I think actually Newcastle might be the second side that I try and get a potential move to. They have 4 strikers already in Ozzy Perez, Haselu, Dwight Gale and Mitrovic, but I'm just as good as any of those. So that might be my second option, and then we might look at somewhere like Huddersfield or maybe Stoke perhaps would be an okay option, or maybe we might look elsewhere in Europe. But Everton is going to be the first one I confirm. I'm going to ask for a transfer request, and we're going to transfer request can only be sent to one team at a time. You'll be made to wait until you receive an official reply. Submit your request. Yes. So transfer negotiations are now underway between my agent and Everton. So I'm going to forward time. You can see we've got Birmingham next. So we'll play the game against Birmingham, I presume. I'm led to believe that you only get the chance to negotiate on days where there's a handshake symbol. That's what someone said to me in the comment section, but I'm unsure because that wasn't confirmed anywhere else. So we will have to wait and see. But we will start with this game against Birmingham. And actually, on the 10th, we have a game against Tottenham in the Cup. So that will be the biggest game of our career thus far. I said thus far again. That will be the biggest game of our career to this point. And obviously, we've played Stoke once already. Actually got a hat-trick against Stoke. But we're starting alongside Lee Gregory here against Birmingham. And if I can get a couple of goals for myself top of the goal scorer charts again, that would be great. But Tom Bradshaw now has a 2-goal advantage over me. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. You can see behind me, got a Roma shirt. The first episode went up earlier on today. Go and check it out. I need your feedback. But for now, let's concentrate on Birmingham and try and get ourselves 3 points in the Championship before maybe getting a move. Try and win this header. I've won it well. I just haven't necessarily directed it to a teammate. Sam Gallagher's got a runner on the outside, and Jota Pelletero, perhaps, is in here, and he's gone for a shot when he had 2 or 3 people in the box waiting for a pass. Greedy from him there. Very greedy indeed. Should have looked for the pass. I'm not on full stamina, as you can see, because the games are coming thick and fast now with the Christmas and New Year schedule, but I'm hoping to be able to last the majority of the game. Probably get substituted off about the 75th minute, I would have thought. But if we can have a big impact on the game between now and then that would be great. I'll just knock this back here and then go again. Ball played out wide, but it's a poor pass and given away. 10 minutes in, they've had the first chance of the game, Birmingham, but we still stay at 0-0. Here we go, on the attack. Lay that back there. Dinked for Lee Gregory, who heads that on goal, but it's not the most difficult of saves for Thomas Kuszczak to make, is it, really? To be completely honest, that's our only chance of the game to this point. Gregory takes that away from it. Well, didn't really take it away from him. My guy just didn't seem interested in taking a touch. Oh, it's a nice dink ball out wide, though. Could we get across? Oh, it's in. Apparently that was aimed for me at the near post. Wasn't ready for that whatsoever. Still 0-0. Ball down the line to Gregory. I'm in the middle if the cross can come, which it hasn't yet. Now it does. It's 3 of us in there. Good flicked on header at the near post. We lead by a goal to nil. It's Williams. In the 33rd minute, there was 3 of us waiting for a cross there. It was just a matter of which one was the midfielder going to pick out when he crossed it in. A really nice flicked on header into the back of the net. Worked it down the line with Lee Gregory, drifted out wide there because either 3 of us in the middle here all kind of gathered around the penalty spot, and in the end it was Williams on the edge of the 6-yard box as he drifted a little bit further forward, just flicks it on, gives us a 1-0 lead. It's been a bit of a dead game because my stamina is pretty empty and everyone else's is pretty empty too, but that's just part of the part of the course, I suppose is the phrase, with regards to the Christmas and New Year fixtures. That was a bit fancy from the defender, but if we can have a heavy influence on what goes on in this game, which we haven't as such thus far, but I said thus far again, but we do have a 1-0 lead, so that's the most important thing. That was the worst pass I could possibly have come up with in that situation, but at least we got the ball back. There we go, that's how to pass to a teammate, Ches. There's Lee Gregory, out wide. Nice 1-2. We could get a second, but we can't. Just poked wide of the post from Lee Gregory. This is better, though. Chances starting to come now on a more frequent basis. Magoma cuts in. Stephen Gleeson looks over the top for Jota Pelotero. Brings it down well. Little back kill to Magoma. Early cross. Jeremy Boga's there and scores. The Chelsea loanee nicks in at the near post, and Birmingham have themselves an equaliser. Nice little back heel here to knock it back. Not really too sure how he's been able to do that without even seeing the ball in front of him, but great ball in. And Magoma didn't really need to get anything on that. He could have just put the goalkeeper off, and it probably still would have ended up bending into the back of the net for a goal from the man out wide. But it's a good finish. Gets something on it, beats the keeper. Birmingham weren't behind for long. 1-1. We've got a throw in a really attacking area. He's going to get it there. It's a nice ball. Lee Gregory flicks it on. Good save. I'm going to get to the rebound, am I? I am. Should have passed that. Oh, I pressed shoot to try and get on a rebound immediately, but it was just too far away, and by which point I just didn't think to try and cancel the shot and try and look for a pass. I thought I might be able to squeeze it home at the near post. Evidently, I was mistaken. Sam Gallagher knocks it down to Jeremy Boga, though, goes for the 1-2, and Birmingham might be in to go 2-1 up at the other end, but no, thankfully we're going to get the ball away. I was offside as that ball was played forward, and it will reach the goalkeeper anyway. Thomas Kujak keeping Birmingham in it there with a good save from Lee Gregory's header. Still 1-1. Jeremy Boga. Back to Craig Gardner, to Lucas Juchkovic. Nice ball around the corner to Pelotero, but stolen away from him. And forward we come on the counter. Lee Gregory could play me through. I've called for it. He'll play it over the top. I can get in behind here, and I'm going to need to look for support. I haven't even got the ball still, so I can't do that, can I? My hold-up play, not as good as it needed to be in that instance, but we've got the ball back again. Gregory will find me for a second time, and I'll look for Gregory again. He could shoot here. He's laid it back to a teammate instead. Swept out wide nicely, kept in play. Cross comes in. There I am with a header! I've scored a header at last! It's taken ages for one to finally go into the back of the net, but I couldn't really miss that. I think the keeper committed at the near post, and I just arrived there at the right time in space to just tuck home. It's a lovely ball out wide, loads of space. You see the keeper was at his near post, and he was just nowhere near it. Nowhere near it. It's a great cross. I want to see another replay of it, please. So much space for the man out wide. Cuts in, dinks it in. You can see how near the keeper is to his near post there. And I just arrived, and to be fair, I didn't get the best of connections on it. Only a glancing header, not a powerful one, but enough to make the difference. Millwall 2, Birmingham 1. We get our 13th goal of the Championship season in episode 13 as we look for a transfer away. Is that the goal to earn us a move to the Premier League? Ball through. Lee Gregory has me here in support, and he'll go again. We'll look for an assist, maybe. Gregory shoots! Good save by Kujak. That'll be a corner. We're playing some really nice football now. If we can get a second goal to go 3-1 in front, like a second goal advantage, then that'd be great. That's towards me, punched away by Kujak. We'll drop to the corner taker though. Dinks it back in. I'm there again, but that one cleared away quite easily by the defender. Lucas Juchkovic can't keep possession there though. Playing the ball about nicely here. Here's Gregory. Could come around the corner to me. I'm still onside as the defender dropped deep. This is a superb move that ends with the ball hitting the post. What a goal that would have been. Unfortunately, not to be. 21 minutes to be played still. Birmingham looking for an equaliser. We're looking for a third. Gregory on the run. I'm just busting a gut. I have no stamina left. Trying to get myself in a position to score another. And it's in again. And my controller vibrated. I did get something on that, but the timing of it was nowhere near good enough. You see from the flight of the ball that I think I do get something on this. Yeah, I do, but yeah, Back to the norm with regard to my heading ability. I think the goal was just a fluke. Terror out to Magoma. I'm waiting to be substituted off probably next time the ball goes out of play. And that ball going out of play should have been from Jeremy Boga's second goal. How has he not scored there? I genuinely don't know. On his own, completely on his own, slides rather than just putting it home. That is terrible from Jeremy Boga. I don't know what he's thinking there. Am I being substituted off here? I have 0 stamina. Gregory has gone off, Morrison is on, and I'm still on the pitch for the time being. So we'll play on. 10 minutes to go. They've given that straight to me. What to do, where to go, I have absolutely no idea. No stamina. I'll look for Morrison, and... oh, found him. Go on then, I'll give it a crack from the edge of the box. It's well blocked. We'll still drop to a teammate though, all go out for a corner. And I'm in! Not got anything like Morrison steals it from the defender, but Thomas Kuzak pounces. Still 2-1 up though. Poke forward to me from Steve Morrison. I'm going to give this... oh, God, that is terrible. That is a sign of very tired legs. Lukas Jutkovic has the man on the outside to aim for, and if Che Adams scores here or sets up a goal, it will be all my fault for giving away possession a moment ago. Look! Genuinely thought that was going to go into the back of the net there. Lukas Jutkovic with the effort that goes wide of the post by about ½ an inch. I think that's going to be game over here. You can see in the top left, 2 minutes added on and only 15 seconds of game time left. We should get the victory here, and it will be our goal, our headed finish, that gives us the 2-1 win. And come on, ref, that'll do. That'll do, ref. He's going to give a corner. All right, well, we'll play on. Maybe we can get a third then. Maybe we can get a third. We'll find out. Corner to come in. Everyone's grouped at the back post. I'm going to dart towards the edge of the 6-yard box. I maybe gone a little bit too early. I haven't. I'm up. I flicked it on again and it's gone wide. And there is the final whistle. A 2-1 win. We got the winning goal. Could have scored a couple more, but evidently my heading really is rather inconsistent. A 7.0 rating though. Man of the match again. I believe that's 3 man of the match performances in a row. Now what does that do for the league table? We're up to 3rd now. Well then, 2 points away from Birmingham, who we just beat in an automatic promotion spot. If we do end up staying at Millwall, then we do stand a good chance of helping them get promoted. But if I can get a move to a Premier League team now, that would be preferable. Now, up next is a game in the Cup against Tottenham, but negotiation day has arrived in between. Talks with Everton broke down. Okay, so next, negotiations, list of offers. It should still say, negotiations are broken down with Ronald Koeman. So I still have the offer from Millwall there. Transfer request, let's try somewhere else. Now, where did I say was going to go next? Everton or Newcastle or Southampton, wasn't it? Let me try Newcastle. Transfer request to Newcastle. We'll see what they say. I'm going to advance now and play the game against Tottenham. And hopefully, unless there's a negotiation day in between, and play Tottenham in the Cup. I'll cut now. We'll either end up at the game against Tottenham, or yes, it's going to be at the game against Tottenham. No, it's not. It's negotiation day. I just saw the handshakey pictures. Negotiation with Newcastle United went really well. Once you make the decision, the transfer can be completed. Can I... has it got an expiry date on it? Negotiation successful. A 3-year contract of £450,000. I'm going to play Tottenham and wait for your feedback. Shall I move to Newcastle? I'll put a little YouTube vote. Do I move to Newcastle? Yes. No. There'll be a little eye symbol in the corner. It's up to you. Help me make the decision. Personally, I'd like to move. I'll just throw my own opinion in there. But I wanted to make sure I played Tottenham here. I didn't want to just move and then miss out on this game against Tottenham. We do have a list of offers. It's still there. So, do I, yes or no, move to Newcastle? Let's go and play Tottenham now in the Cup. Theo Walcott, starting for Tottenham Hotspur. Either side of Daniel Sturridge. Look, it looks like it might be a 4-4-2. I'm not sure, actually. With Brandt and Walcott out wide, with Sturridge and Heung-min Son up top. I don't know how they're going to line up here. But Victor Wanyama in the defence, it seems. Only 3 defenders there, Vertonghen, Wanyama and Alderweireld. And Wanyama's a holding midfielder anyway. No idea what formation they're going to line up with here. Can I see if I go to game plan? Can I see theirs as well? Yeah, it's a 3-5-2. Oh, this is going to be interesting then. Tottenham Hotspur with a former Arsenal Theo Walcott in there. I didn't expect that one. Theo Walcott into Daniel Sturridge. Tottenham on the attack to start things off. Heung-min Son tackled though. Try and work something. Now, the last time we played Premier League opposition, as we mentioned, was against Stoke in this cup competition, and we got a 4-1 win where I scored a hat-trick. Now, I am not expecting this game to be anywhere near as good, but Tom Elliott very nearly gives us an early 1-0 lead. A good diving save from Hugo Lloris to deny him, and we'll take a corner. I have no idea how this game against Tottenham is going to pan out. I'm not on full stamina again, but I've got more stamina to start this game. Oh, and it dropped towards me and I just couldn't shoot in time. I've got more stamina to start this game than I did the last one, and we were able to last the full game last time around, so hopefully that'll be the case again. Christian Eriksen here looking for Daniel Sturridge. There's space on the far side for Walcott, but he's looked for Julian Brandt, who he can't find. We'll stay at 0-0 after 5 minutes, but 2 opportunities for us, 2 good saves from Hugo Lloris. Here comes McLaughlin driving forward. Nice little flick into me. I'll look for Tom Elliott. I'll tell him to shoot. He won't, but the man at the back post could. Oh, Victor Wanyama gets it away. And now here come Tottenham on the counter-attack. Sturridge can play in Heung-min Son on this left-hand side, who is very fast. Is he going to go solo or wait for support? He's going to wait for support. The cross. Sturridge with a header. Good save down low by the keeper. Tottenham's first chance of the game. Also another good save from a goalkeeper in this one. I flick that down to Tom Elliott. I'm not going to outrun the man on the right-hand side, so I won't try and do so. We'll just play the ball about nicely. I'll dart back inside. It's a lovely ball looking for Tom Elliott. It brings it down. Tom Elliott, another good save from Hugo Lloris. What a game this is so far. 3 good saves by Hugo Lloris, 1 by our own goalkeeper at the other end. It could be 3-1, but it's 0-0 after 18 minutes. If this keeps up, I've no idea how much breath I'm going to have left by the end of the game. The ball forward into Tom Elliott. Just keeping possession for the time being. We've committed a lot of men forward here. Tom Elliott could find me. He's gone for the shot and it smacks off Jan Vertonghen. This has been the most entertaining game, or most chance-filled game I think we've had in the entire series to this point. This is a really, really good game. Dele Alli could cross here, cuts back, then crosses. Sturridge there, but headed away by a defender. I need to get myself onside if I want to receive the ball, and I've done that. Half an hour played, somehow, still 0-0. Ball forward into Tom Elliott, the runner on the outside, who I will look for now. We've digged it into him well. He can find Tom Elliott, who gives us a 1-0 lead. He sneaks in ahead of Hugo Lloris. You can see how angry the Frenchman is, kicking out of thin air there. Somehow, Tom Elliott, who is the worst player we've played alongside so far this season, up top, squeezes that home. And we were heavily involved in the move as well, dinking it over to the man that ran in behind, celebrating with all the fans, as you might well expect, Millwall against Tottenham. Into me, great ball over the top, and then I thought he played it too close to the keeper, but Lloris, if he'd committed, would have gotten there, but he didn't. He hesitated. That left Tom Elliott at the time to sneak in and get it underneath him. 1-0 Millwall. Ball played out wide. Onyedinma's going to get it down. Cross could come in. It has done. Tom Elliott's there. Apparently, Tom Elliott can only play against top 4 opposition. Premier League top 4 opposition. He's not scored for us in the Championship, but he's bagged 2 in 5 minutes against Tottenham. What on earth's going on? Sweep that out wide nicely to Onyedinma. I'll try and get into the box. I'm not sure whether it's just the... Okay, I'd press shoot just in case I got there, but yeah, that was a little bit embarrassing, wasn't it? Trying to do an overhead kick when the ball is 5 yards away from you. It's going to be 2-0 at half-time, and like I was saying, I'm not sure whether it's the formation that's been Tottenham's undoing here, because they have created some chances, but they just haven't been good enough. And of all people to step up to the plate, Tom Elliott is the man that gives us a 2-0 lead at half-time. We're 45 minutes away from a historic victory for Millwall at home against Tottenham, and maybe 45 minutes away as well, judging by, or depending on how your vote goes, from a move to the Premier League 2. Daniel Sturridge off, Fernando Llorente on for Tottenham. Elliott, good football. Tom Elliott, oh, he was winding up for a shot there. He's on a hat-trick. I can't blame him. I'd probably have done the same. Yellow card for Victor Wanyama with the physical challenge. We have a free kick in a decent position here. Good footwork. And then I think he was lining up for the shot rather than a pass to me. Who's going to take the free kick? Looks like it might be McLaughlin, the number 2, or I'm not sure who that is. No, it is going to be McLaughlin. into the wall, unfortunately. 10 minutes into the second half. We're looking for a third. We might yet get it if the cross can come in here. Oh, I thought for a minute Tom Elliott was going to sneak in at the back post. Goal kick to Tottenham. Tom Elliott. That's a lovely ball out wide. I'm going to get myself into the box. Cross could come. It has. Oh, I did get there and I've hit the post. A diving header as Jan Vertonghen misjudges the flight of the ball. Oh, I nearly scored against Premier League opposition. I'm going to shoot. I couldn't resist. A little bit of space and I just felt it for a reason. Don't know why. Definitely won't be doing that again. Still 2-0 with half an hour to play. With a throw in a dangerous position. He's thrown it to Tom Elliott, who's knocked it down to a teammate. Cross comes in. I'm underneath it. Oh, lads. How good a headed goal was that? The way my guy just darted towards it and then leant into it as well. My heading is inconsistent, but we have scored 2 very good headed goals in today's episode. And that's a great finish. It's Tottenham 0, Millwall 3. We're sweeping aside Premier League opposition for the second time in this series so far. Walcott. Lovely ball out wide to Julian Brandt. Brings it down well. Cuts back. Cross. Llorente's underneath it. Could lay it off to a teammate. Back heel through to Dele Alli. To Dembele. Into Llorente. Flicked on. And it's wide. Wow. I thought that was going to sneak in at the near post. But it went wide of the target. Brandt. Forward to Alderweireld, who's clearly pushed forward now. Heung-min Son back to Toby. Into Heung-min Son again. Options in front of him. Moussa Dembele with a header. It is going to go in. And he was just onside. Moussa Dembele pulling it back. It's 3-1 now, but there's really not much time left in it. He must have been very close to being offside as the ball was played over. Oh, right on the shoulder of the defender. It's a good header. Slightly disappointed the keeper couldn't get down to that, but still. James Milner coming on for Julian Brandt. They've also brought in Eric Lamela for Theo Walcott. But it's too little too late, I think, for Tottenham, although there is still 10 minutes left, and they do only need 2. Throw here for us. He's come to me. I'll knock it down then. Dinked in. Keeper's ball. 2 minutes to be played here. We haven't outclassed them as much as the scoreline would suggest. You'll be able to see from the goals that we've scored, it's the formation that has been Tottenham's undoing in this game. Just not having the numbers at the back. Oh, that's really good football. I just couldn't quite hit it first time. Not having the wing-backs has really cost them because a lot of the goals have come from crosses. And they've been good going forward. We've just been pretty solid defensively, but it's the formation that's cost them here. It's a mistake from the manager, and we make them pay for it. 2 quick-fire goals in the first half. A lovely headed goal from me in the second. We win 3-1 against Tottenham. Millwall through to the next round of the Cup. But will we still be at the club when that next round of the Cup comes along? Will we still be at the club by the time the next game in any competition comes along? It's up to you. Vote on that YouTube vote. Click the little I symbol. Have a vote. We're still 70 rated, but we've got 17 goals in 25 games so far. 4 assists, an average rating of 6.5. We are flying in our first year in professional football, but do I move to Newcastle? Vote. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. I'll see you next time.